What's up, bros and hoes? Whatever floats your goat. It's Relentless here, and today I'm bringing you a different style, a different take, a video that I'm not generally used to doing. More or less, I do build videos in PvP with my little slice of humor added in. And this is actually the second take of this video because the one that I previously posted concerning this matter, as far as in my opinion, the top content creators for the division. There was some wrongful assumptions made, and apparently I misspoke unawareingly. And frankly, I don't like the harassment nor the drama from these certain group that is assuming that some kind of negative comments that I made in the previous one was directed toward them, in which it wasn't. But anyways, enough about that. Let's just drop it, get it over with. Save the drama for your mama, as they say. But anyways, content creators that I respect highly and most in the division. I'll give you a rundown, and they're in no particular order. Would be Skill Up, Marco Style, Like Butter, RX, and Breezy Peasy. Breezy Peasy just recently come back to making division content. Thank goodness. I missed him. His ending. Smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Some people may have differences of opinion on their favorite content creators, and it's not that one content creator is better than the other. It's more or less it's just their personal preference and how they like their videos. Either they want stone cold hard facts, number crunching, such as Skill Up's division videos, and most all his videos. He does an awesome job with his editing. He's always on point with every single number crunching and PvE builds and his vendor resets. So that's why he's in my top 5 of division content creators, because he's just so on point and he's articulate, and because of his grammar. And as you already know, I misspeak a lot. My grammar is bad, but those different flaws that I see in myself, other people see as it gives somebody character. And like I said, that's Skill Up. Breezy Peasy, he puts himself out there in front of the camera. So that's why I admire him. I have yet to, do a face cam. I'm trying to get, a better face cam recorder at the moment so you can see my ugly mug. But, in the meantime, it takes a lot for a person. Skill Ups have done this too. And, like Butter, he put his, his green screen up and, has his, face and, his playing on his videos down at the bottom left screen. It takes a lot for content creators to put themselves out there. And like Butter is another one of them because, he's into PvP like I am. And also he is informative and stays on top of division videos and has actually all of them have great ideas as far as how to make the game that we love better. Just like Marco Style, RX, I got a thing, and by no means I'm not, crushing on them or anything, but, I have a thing for accents. I've even tried to do some, but the only accent I can really do well is more or less a redneck hillbilly. Like, yeehaw! Come on down to Lucky Larry's used cars. That's about it. If I try to use a British accent or a Russian, and it just comes out in between Australian, British, and just some guy trying to, oh, bloody hell! And totally, does not portray, the nationality of the person whatsoever. So I've just kind of, tried to cease and desist on trying to attempt those accents any further. But yeah, they're between all of their builds, their PvE content, their PvP content, their reviews of games, the different types of games that they play, and not just Division, but when it comes to like Butter and RX and Skill Up and all the others, between their Twitch streaming of other games such as H1Z1, Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny, they have a lot of variety, and it's not just focused on the Division alone. They actually branch out, and that's what I intend to do, so that way the channel don't become stale. So this is my opinion on the top 5 content creators. And yes, don't count me out solely. Yeah, I know I'm new to this part of, as far as being actual a content creator, and I'm learning as I go. And I appreciate, all my subs and the subs in the future. Anyone, that comments or, clicks on, my thumbnail to watch a video of mine, all the support is greatly appreciated. I'm by far nowhere near the best, but, I am trying. I'm learning as we go, and your support is just, constantly giving me that motivation. And I don't necessarily like to speak negatively or badly about any one particular person, but people do take things that way. Just like, certain things that the ones I've mentioned, might say something, or this incident that happened to PewDiePie, people kind of misconstrue it, and it's just a matter of interpretation. That's why a lot of social media is like too, as far as comments on YouTube channels, social media, gaming communities such as Revolution Gaming. You can check their link out in the description below. Um, as a lot of things get lost in translation, and that's one thing that I'm trying to do better myself. Just like RX, Skill Up, Like Butter, and so many others do a lot better than me as far as articulate. They got better editing. I'm still working on more or less hardware issues and trying to upgrade my setup so that way I can bring you guys better content. But yeah, if you're looking for the top-notch content of Division creators out there, go check out Breezy Peasy. Glad you're back, bro. Glad you're back. Skill Up for his vendor resets and his take and opinion on how to better further the division and its goals and to achieve its success. Well, it's already see, there I go stuttering again. My bad grammar. My articulation of things or whatnot, and his opinion as far as how he explains it in depthly and precise and clear, and gives his opinion. And some might not always agree with their opinion, but it's their opinion nonetheless, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Some people might not like my style of what I think is comedy on certain videos that I do, as far as teabagging the server and whatnot. But to each its own. I mean, that's why I'm glad that YouTube has so many different content creators and styles to choose from that you can pick whichever one best suits you and your personality. Like I said, if you're looking for stone cold hard facts, number crunching, Skill Up's your guy. You're looking for informative information, Breezy Peasy's your guy. You're looking for PvP videos and PvE, then Relentless is your guy. No, I'm just kidding. Like Butter is your guy. So is RX and Marco Style. I mean, I can say the same exact thing about every single one of these content creators, and I can't say one does it better than the other because it's how they do it and their own take on it and their own flair and their own character that makes them unique, and the reason why they have the I guess division stardom that they do with all the subs and their fan base. And I highly respect that. They have integrity, they have their character, and that's what something I'm building to. And when you comment on my videos and articulate, well, not articulate, but more or less, break my videos apart and let me know what I'm doing, not so well or could improve on. I don't necessarily take those to heart, but I put them inside and I think about that every time I try to do the next video that's something similar to it. I try to make that better, try to do better editing, try to speak better and be more articulate with things. But I think this time around, this video has changed the viewpoint from my previous first take, so that there are no wrongful assumptions about any one particular content creator or any one particular community out there, because there are communities out there that use their members like sheep, say things behind their back and then turn around and ask for their donations the very next minute. But you get those kind of people all throughout the world. It's not just in a division, it's not just in one particular community, it's different factions all over the globe. So be careful when you do go and looking for a gaming community. Make sure their integrity and their morals are intact, and just don't freely give away your funds and don't get nothing in return. Because I have a few sayings that I try to go by that I think are words of wisdom. And here's one, for example. Everyone in your boat might not be rowing, but drilling holes. Everybody in your circle might not be in your corner. Do they really got love for you, or they love to use you? To some, you're just an opportunity. They present what you want and take what they need. And when they can no longer benefit from your life, that's when their loyalty leaves. Real situations expose fake people. You see people pretend well when their souls are for sale. Just because they ride with you doesn't mean they're riding for you. Loyalty shouldn't depend on your presence. It's more how they act behind your back. Some of us are fighting for people who wouldn't throw a punch for us. So, anyways, it kind of got a little bit off topic, but if you're looking for great content creators, please go check out Like Butter, Skill Up, Marco Style, RX, and Breezy Peasy. Top-notch, excellent content. I hope to rise to their stature, one day, and I appreciate all you guys' support.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.